Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome back to Ground with Chathuri after 2 whole months. I'm so happy to be back. As most of you, or at least some of you would already be aware, like I was quite sick. I was having a lot of health challenges and was hospitalized as well. But anyways, uh, yeah, that was a very profound, transformative experience for me. Uh, so hopefully, I'll talk more about it in some of my other videos in the time to come. So I'm still emerging from that experience, and but I'm here with all of you to, yeah, resume our sessions of Ground with Chathuri. And today we are going to work on the very tender, delicate, and heavy energies of grief. Right? So I'll wait a couple of more moments till more of you join, and we'll start sharp at 9 o'clock. But in the interim, please do use the chat box to introduce yourself and let me know that you're here and how you're doing. So, yes, once again, hello to those of you who are here. So, since it's 9 o'clock, I'm going to start. So, as more of you join, and also a warm welcome or welcome back to those who would be watching the replay as well. I just want to say I really, really appreciate your participation. And your practice, that's the most important. I was really hoping that even in my absence that you were visiting the previous sessions and making use of it in your own journeys, because the return through practice is what's really going to help you heal and transform. Okay, so coming into today's theme of grief. Of course, we have all experienced grief at some point in our life. And grief is this really deep sense of sadness and is associated with loss and death. Usually in our society, grief is associated with the death of a loved ones. Most commonly, that's how it's understood. And definitely it's one of the main causes of grief, but it goes way beyond. It's much deeper and multidimensional, and can be caused by a loss of any kind. I mean, it's not the loss of only a person. It could be loss of a job, or our health, or anything that we consider to be valuable in our life or a part of our life. And even going beyond that, it could be the loss of a part of ourselves or a version of ourselves, an older version of ourselves, because we all keep evolving, and we keep evolving every day, of course. But then there are um, these moments or junctures in our lives, all of you may be aware of, where you felt that, due to some situation or circumstance, so event, you no longer feel the same. We say, right, I'm no longer the person I was, and that means a version of us had actually died. So there's a death and a loss, right? But we are not used to really mourning those parts of us, uh, because that's not really a part of our cultural narrative or discourse. We're not taught to do that. But it is very much in need of that kind of grieving or mourning. So we hold on to those parts actually without really processing that grief. And then there are parts like our childhood, things that actually we were not even conscious we had lost. For example, our dreams, aspirations that could never be fulfilled, and our childhood, which could not be really experienced as a child or enjoyed because of, let's say, dysfunctional family environment or abuse or war or whatever, displacement or whatever it may have been, whatever the circumstances may have been. But that also is very much a loss that we then carry forward into our um, lives, to our future, and it does have a huge impact on us. Um, and then, of course, there is another kind of grief that you may already be aware of to a certain extent, what we call anticipatory grief, when we anticipate the loss, usually the loss of a loved one, especially if you have aging parents or loved ones who are, um, you know, um, in terminal illness, or your own health may not be in a good place, and you may be afraid of losing your job or whatever it may be. There is an anticipation of a loss, so we refer to it as anticipatory grief, and that's kind of like um, this sad hum in the background as we move through our lives. We are carrying these heaviness, these heavy emotions, um, through through our daily interactions, and through the moments, right? And so that's what we are working with today. And hello, Ramesh, and hello, Shahidi. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you, Ramesh, for introducing your friend as well. I really appreciate it. And the more we um, sort of share these kind of experiences and spaces of healing to our communities, our families, the more we heal our world, as I always say, right? Because the mission of this program is to cultivate peace within, create peace within, so that we anchor peace on earth, you know, one person at a time, one moment at a time. And hi, Nilu. Good to see you too. Right? All right. So I invite you to now connect with those deeper parts of yourself and just to let it naturally emerge. You don't have to force anything. Those of you who have been going on this journey with me know it's a very, very gentle process. And we work with whatever that arises in the here and the now. Okay? So, whatever is your truth in the here and the now, just be present to it and just allow it to flow. And that is all that is required for us to heal and transform and evolve and awaken. So, I will be using light language as well, based on sacred geometry, which I'll be um, radiating or emanating um, throughout this meditation. So, this is a meditation as well as a healing process for the next 1 hour or so. Make this your space and just come into your center, allowing everything else to just fade into the background. and truly be with yourself and this moment. And I will gently guide you. And so let us begin. And today I'm going to start with a short but a beautiful one of my favorite Shiva mantras, Karpuragoram. So you can close your eyes and be comfortable wherever you are, seated or lying down. Just connect with your heart space. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Allow yourself to settle into this moment and into your body as you receive the beautiful frequencies and energies of this Shiva mantra, which bow down to the divine feminine and the divine masculine within us. Karpuragoram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hidayaravinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namam. Take a deep breath in through the nose and heave a sigh of relief, allowing the energies to start moving. Take another deep breath in. Breathe out gently, becoming more aware of where you are. Simply being aware of the sounds, sensations, the wind, whatever that you feel in your environment, the outer environment. Take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bring in that awareness back to yourself, your body. As you gently breathe in and breathe out, allow your mind to settle into the body and the body to settle into this present moment. And if thoughts come by, simply let them be without engaging with them. They will just float by just like clouds in the sky of your consciousness. And gently bring your attention back to your breath. Gentle breaths in and out. You can place your palms on your chest, or one palm on your chest and the other on your stomach. Or you can place them on your thighs, whatever that helps you in this moment to be with yourself in this moment. And breathe. Become attuned to the natural rhythm of your breath and relax into that rhythm. One gentle, intentional breath at a time. Softly, gently, rising with the breath, falling with the breath, flowing with the breath, becoming the breath, the sacred breath, our life force that sustains us, replenishing our bodies every single moment, allowing us to experience life in all its richness. So, with sacred gratitude to this life force, this sacred breath, allow this breath, the next breath, to take you inward through the nostrils and the nasal passageway into your throat and lungs and chest, and radiate from there to all parts of your body, from the top of your head to the toes of your feet, one gentle breath at a time. Allow the breath to anchor you into your body, and allow the body to anchor you into the here and the now. As you breathe in and breathe out gently, and with the next breath, I invite you to bring your awareness to your pelvic region or your root chakra, and let us now create the grounding cord. So, for those of you who are new, this grounding cord connects us with Mother Earth, and it's as real as any other part or organ of our body, just not visible to the naked eye. But it helps us stay connected and grounded and release all the energies in our bodies and in our energy body, physical, mental, emotional bodies that are blocking our life force energies, that are blocking our progress, our freedom, energies that are toxic or not aligned with who we truly are. To be released down this grounding cord into the loving energies of Mother Earth, where in our electromagnetic field, she will transmute them all into light and love. It happens very easily, naturally, organically. It's a beautiful gift that a lot of us are not even aware of. So all we need to do is to step aside or ask our ego minds to just take a break, quieten a little bit, so that these energies can flow freely and help us release what no longer serves us, so that we can experience a little bit more freedom and peace. So, breathing in and breathing out, create this beautiful grounding cord. Now, visualize a beautiful light stemming from your root chakra, your pelvic area, to the width of your hips. You can make it even wider, flowing deep into Mother Earth, thousands and thousands of miles below, till it reaches her heart and her womb, her energy field. And feel her tugging at you, pulling at you into her warm embrace as you connect with her and greet her. Hello, Mother Earth. Just fill your heart with gratitude as you greet and meet her. For her unrelenting, consistent service and love that keeps flowing into us every millisecond, whether we are aware of it or not. She's always holding us in her love, in her warmth. Let us become conscious of that love and allow her energies to flow into us through our feet, through the soles of our feet, and through our legs and calf muscles, knees, thighs, and pelvic region, and into our bodies as we breathe in and breathe out. Allow her beautiful healing energies to flow into us as we embark on this journey with grief today. And take a few more gentle breaths and settle into your body. A bit more deeply and relax. See if there are any tensions in your body, places that need a little bit more relaxation, and breathe into those spaces. And as you gently relax, I now invite you to connect with your inner children, your own beautiful inner child. Any past aspect, part, or memory that naturally floats into your consciousness right here, right now, that is carrying deep, deep sadness and grief. Whatever part that may be, it may be a part you were always conscious of for a long time. It may be a part you were barely aware of. Just allow it to surface. Could be just the emotion of heaviness and grief without a particular memory, and that's also perfectly okay. What is important is for you to connect with yourself. Allow those emotions to fully come to the surface, because usually we are afraid of big emotions, especially very big, heavy emotions like grief. So we tend to unconsciously suppress them because it feels unsafe. because we feel afraid of falling apart, because we feel that we don't have the capacity to hold these big emotions in our hearts, in our bodies. But the truth is, our bodies and our hearts are already holding years and years, if not lifetimes, of grief. We're already carrying them. And some of this grief is not even ours. It belongs to our loved ones or our ancestors long gone by. They belong to past lives. All versions of us that are no more, that need to be grieved. We are still holding on, unable to release them because we didn't know how to grieve. So let us welcome all those parts of us that are carrying deep, deep sadness and grief for so many years and lifetimes across time, space, dimensions. Just call upon all of those disintegrated parts into this present moment. You don't have to think about anything, just simply allow. As you breathe, don't forget to breathe gently, easily, peacefully, gracefully, and becoming even more tuned to your body. See which part of your body is carrying this grief, this deep sadness. Whether it's associated with a memory or a knowing or not. Simply focus on that emotion, that sensation that you feel in your body. Is it your heart or chest? Is it your stomach, your womb space? Is it your throat? Is it your head, your back, hands or legs? Where is it? Take some time to really, really feel into your body. There's no hurry whatsoever. Breathe and feel. Feel into those parts of you that are carrying grief, deep sadness. And allow yourself to fully feel the sadness, the grief. Let the waves come to the surface slowly, gently, knowing that this space is now very safely held for you to experience and fully feel whatever that comes to the surface. You can allow. It's safe. It's very, very safe to feel. And if some of you feel numbness, unable to feel anything, that's perfectly okay too. Simply bow down to whatever that you're feeling right here, right now, and say, "You're welcome." And breathe. Even if it's numbness or if you feel frozen, just bow down and say, "It's okay." You're allowed to feel numb. You are safe to feel numb. I am here with you. I'm holding you. The divine is here. Mother Earth is here, holding you so safely. It's okay to feel. It is so safe to feel. It is safe to allow the memories. It is safe to grieve, to mourn. It is safe to allow the tears to flow gently. Breathe, breathe and allow. And if you feel waves of emotions rising in your heart, tears welling up in your eyes, simply allow. It's okay. I see you. I feel you. It's okay to cry. It's okay for the tears to flow. Allow the tears to flow. Grieve everything that you need to grieve right here, right now. Whatever that is ready to be mourned and grieved, let it all arise into this moment with each breath, gently allowing the grief to be felt fully in your heart, in your belly, in your throat, in your body. Just gently breathe through your nose and gently breathe out. You can breathe out through your nose or your mouth, whatever that feels comfortable for you and your body. It's about attuning to the natural rhythm of the breath and becoming more conscious of it. As you hold this grief for some time to be fully witnessed. So, when I say witness this grief, what I mean is to fully feel it in your body. How does grief or deep sadness feel in your body? Wherever it may be. Just feel into it. Don't go into the mind to think. Just breathe, bring your awareness, attention gently into those spaces that feel the texture or the sensation of grief. Usually a heaviness, but for you it may be slightly different. That's okay. Every body feels it in its own way. There could be a constriction, a tingling, heat, coldness, or whatever the sensation might be. Simply feel it. Just pay attention to it as you breathe. That's all you need to do. You don't have to analyze it or understand the root cause or none of that. Simply being present to the sensations that arise in the body as you connect with the emotion of grief and whatever the memory, if you have any, that is causing this grief. If not memories, it could simply be thoughts. Just breathe and be with that energy of grief. Allow it to be fully felt and be expressed in whatever way that is being expressed right now through you. For some of you, it may be tears. For some of you, it may be yawns. Whatever it may be. You can sob, you can cry. And you can simply feel and allow each breath that you inhale and exhale to take you deeper and deeper, as deep as you can go into grief. Touch the very depth of grief. Feel it. See if there's a color, shape, texture to it, sound and a taste to it, a memory to it, a thought, sensation, whatever it may be. Be gentle with yourself. There are no rules here. There are no musts or shoulds. This is simply guidance. Allow your consciousness to guide you to your truth, to your sensations, to your feelings, emotions. Gently. And now simply breathe into those parts of you, those parts of your body that's carrying the grief. And gently allow all these energies to be released down the grounding cord into Mother Earth. Simply an intention. You don't have to see it. Fine if you do, but it's not necessary. Simply set the intention and trust that it happens. All you need to do is to breathe. Breathe and allow the release, knowing that it happens very naturally. As you breathe, breathing in and breathing out. Gently, easily. peacefully, gracefully. And as you breathe in and out, releasing all this grief, deep sadness that you have been carrying in your hearts, in your bodies, see what emerges through the grief. As you become fully connected with your grief, there is a tenderness that you will feel underneath the grief. Simply allow that tenderness to arise in its own time. You don't have to force it. It will come in its own time. Because underneath grief, there's always deep, deep love. Grief is simply an undercover agent for deep love that is yet to be felt, yet to be known and embraced. Love that could never be expressed. Love that could never be fully embraced or shared. Love, deep love, finding its expression through grief. Grief for the paths we have lost, whether it's in loving another person, or a dream, or life itself. But underneath, it's the loss of love. But love is always there. We can never lose love because we are born of love and we are love. So as you breathe in and breathe out and release the grief gently through the grounding cord, let us call upon that love that is waiting to be felt through grief. It is simply wanting to be felt, to be known, to be recognized, to be felt. As they say, love and grief are twins. Love is a way of grieving, and grieving is a way of loving. So when we grieve, we're actually loving, a loving love in a different form. So what if we could simply allow that love to be? Create a space within us to hold that love that grief was carrying all this while. And as you breathe in and breathe out, let us create that beautiful space inside of our hearts. Bring your attention and awareness to your heart space as we do this. Place your palms on your heart. And as you breathe into your beautiful hearts, simply say, I love you. I see you. And I accept you with all my heart. And I will always have a space for you in my heart. You can say this to all those parts inside of you who are carrying that grief. And in releasing grief, we are not abandoning those parts, but simply allowing the expression and creating space for the love that the grief was longing to express. So you can either visualize or simply feel the creation of a beautiful space opening up inside of your heart, like a flower blooming, petal by petal. It holds this beautiful love. And alongside, see if you can create another beautiful space for joy, inviting in joy, the counterpart of grief. And simply breathe, breathing in and breathing out gently, allowing these paths to or spaces to open up within you gently. As you breathe, it happens very naturally whenever your consciousness is ready for it. So you don't have to rush at all. Simply breathe and allow and welcome all of grief, all of love, and all of joy. We welcome it all and we include it all as we release the heaviness. We allow all these parts to be fully integrated into us with love and gratitude for everything they have taught us, for the parts they have or the roles they have played in our own evolution and our awakening. So, taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let us allow whatever that is no longer aligned to be flushed down the grounding cord into Mother Earth. With ease, peace, and grace. And as I emanate light language, beautiful sacred geometry of peace, love, and joy, allow and open yourselves, your consciousness, your heart, and your bodies to receive it through your own consciousness. And the oneness, the one consciousness through which we are all connected. And let us all return to our wholeness, our center, and our divinity as we breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Cleansing, healing, purifying, releasing. 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 Allow the light to seep in through the top of your head, your crown, down your spine and all your chakras, the Pindala nadis, into your entire auric field, all layers of your auric field, to each particle, cell, neuronal pathway, nervous system, DNA, RNA, all dimensions of existence. And breathe, 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 and release and integrate. I am love, and I allow love into my life. I allow joy into my life. I allow peace into my life. I am love, I am joy and peace. Breathing in and breathing out. And releasing down the grounding cord into Mother Earth. And as we release and connect back to our love, let us now share the light emanating from our hearts with all human beings and animals and trees and all sentient beings throughout the world and throughout this universe who long for love and peace and joy, who are grieving, who are mourning death and loss, all those wars and battles being fought throughout this world, all the people who are starving, who are living in so much fear, fear of loss, fear of separation. Let us send a beautiful wave of unconditional love and light from our hearts to theirs as we chant Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace to all. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. And trusting that this healing will continue for as long it is needed. You can gently open your eyes whenever you're ready. Okay. Hello to Aswini too. Yes. Yeah, I hope you're feeling a bit lighter and more peaceful. Please do share how you're feeling right now. And Romesh had asked, show us how to breathe. I hope it's a bit more clear, Romesh. Is it? Or you can let me know. Yes. So, as always, you know what I'm going to do next. um, we're going to draw some cards. But before I do that, I actually want to show you two cards that actually came up in my morning draw. Like every morning I do my own draw with several decks, and today there's a deck called Wisdom of the Shadow, and the two cards that came today I feel is very, very, very pertinent to today's session. So I'm just going to show you. One is known as Connection. You just focus on especially the image, right? So this is called Connection, and this is called Resilience. So you can see the heart, you know, the broken parts, and but the light surrounding. So, you know, both together, you can see, like, you know, how pertinent it is for grief, the topic we are exploring today, because a lot of grief comes to our lives through connections, and also because of the illusion of separation from others, and but more than that, the separation within, right? And but the moment we connect with ourselves and the love within, which is what we did today through the process, because love is actually carrying, sorry, grief is carrying love, deep, deep love, you know, and it doesn't always necessarily have to be love towards another person or something external, but it's simply love, right? And our hearts have that resilience, you know, to hold grief and love while creating a space for joy as well. Because as I mentioned, love and joy are counterparts. Sorry, grief and love, sorry. I always get the two mixed up. Grief and joy are counterparts as much as grief and love, right? So while we grieve, we acknowledge the love that it's carrying, and then we create space for joy. That's what we did today, and it happened already in your consciousness, and we will wait to see how each one of us experiences in our physical reality. But for today, let me draw one more card from a different deck. So just focus on the energies of today, grief, and dear Spirit, give us an additional message with regards to grief, you know, or whatever we need to be more aware of as we move into our future timelines. Something that would help us. All right. Interesting. So I got two cards. Okay, beautiful. So the first one is called Sacred Space, right? You can just have a look at these beautiful images. I mean, there are many, many symbols here. There is an angel, butterflies, a house, a forest, trees. For those of you who are tree lovers, I know there's one here. There's music, the sun, so mandala, so many symbols. It's this. Divine speaks to us through symbols. It's a symbolic language. So just see what resonates for you. And it says, raise the vibration of your space, harmonize within and around. And then we get angelic assistance, another beautiful angel. I consider this angel to be Archangel Metatron with the Metatron cube, right? And we are always given, and today, as always, we used sacred geometry, and I work with especially Archangel Metatron for sacred geometry, and it says angel messages, observe your inner knowing and ask for support, right? So for me, what this is communicating in terms of especially the energies that we worked with, which is grief, is to, really raise your vibration, because joy is one of the highest forms of vibration along with love. And grief, it's very heavy, it pulls us down while joy pulls us up, right? But this is not to say one is wrong or bad and the other is better, or not like that. As I say, it's counterparts, it's the polarities, they work together. They're like twins always, right? They work together. But the thing is, due to life experiences, programming, special ego constructs, we align more with one and forget the other, or we don't engage or connect, with the other. So this is an invitation for us to find balance, because life is always about harmony and creating balance within, and that's the path to peace, right? So while we carry grief, we open the space for love and joy. Okay, so that's the invitation. And we invite, request for or seek the support of angels, whoever you believe, to be a highest form of love and wisdom. They could be angels, it could be the divine, God, consciousness, whatever, you identify to be, grace or God or divine. Just call upon that vibration to help you raise your vibration, and also the vibration of the space that you are living in, which is very important. It could be a household, it could be your community. The external environment is also very important. It plays a very important role in creating the inner spaces. It's always an interaction between the inner and the outer spaces. So while you raise the vibration within, you create a high vibrational external environment by planting trees, or through music, or decorating your space, or whatever it may be. You make those conscious efforts to create more love and beauty and joy, harness them, cultivate within and without. And that is actually one of the reasons grief comes into our life, because as much grief as there is within you and your life, there is as much potential for joy and love. Okay, my beautiful souls, my dear friends, I hope that message really helps you as you move forward in your life. Okay, so Ramesh is asking what is some breathwork exercises we can do daily to help us get through the week. Ramesh, like the kind of breathwork that we did, I mean, there are so many, but one of the easiest is to simply tune into the natural rhythm of your breath. Sit comfortably and breathe in and out. Simply start with that. So like if you're feeling really troubled or agitated, let's say, for example, like out off balance, off your center at any point in your time, you simply sit and place your feet on the ground, or you can even sit in lotus position or whatever, it doesn't matter. And I always recommend come to the lower half of your body, because we go off center usually because of the mind creates the abyss, always right? It's the thoughts that take us into spaces that are not very high vibrational. So in order to bring ourselves back to the center, we have to bring ourselves into the body. So the easiest is one, like there are many, we will discuss more later, but the easiest would be to sit, place your palms on your thighs, bring your attention to the lower half of your body, that is, your legs, thighs, basically your legs, and simply breathe. Simply breathe, like, breathing in, breathing out, tuning to the natural rhythm. We all have a natural rhythm to the breath, right? So simply focus on that. So there are, of course, many breathing techniques like box breathing and square breathing, and the Nadi Shodhan in yoga, many. We can practice some of them a little bit in the future sessions if you feel that's going to be helpful. But the easiest would be this: simply sit, bring your attention to the lower half of your body, and tune into the natural rhythm and breathe. That's all. Right? Is that helpful, Ramesh, or you have more questions? No? Okay, so if that is helpful, that's lovely. And I love that you're asking questions. Okay, so I hope this was helpful for you. Yeah, okay, lovely. Thank you, Ramesh, for that confirmation. So, and as you know, if you had seen my video, my Instagram reel, I won't be doing these sessions weekly anymore. To find my own balance, I thought it's best that I do it like every other week, like about twice a month, to give it some breathing space because of the work that it actually takes, to design and deliver and all of that. So, yeah, I will see you in a couple of more weeks, of course, since you're following me on my YouTube channel as well as social media. You will know when I make the announcement, right? So, do take care of yourselves. Have a beautiful, beautiful, peaceful week ahead till we meet again. Okay, bye for now.